Hey guys, this is Kevin from JazTime.com, and today we'll be doing a review on the Rolex Oyster Perpetual, reference number 114300. We'll be going over the price, the dial, bezel, case, crown, bracelet, clasp, and we'll talk about the movement towards the end of the video. Okay, so as of June 2018, you can get this watch from an authorized Rolex retailer for $5,700 plus tax. Or here at JazTime.com, we strive to have the lowest prices anywhere online, so give our website a thorough look through before you make your purchase. Alright, so moving on to the dial now. So the 114300 is the Oyster Perpetual watch. It's a very basic entry-level Rolex watch. However, from the previous models, the hour markers were index hour markers, as you see here. Index hour markers with luminescence filled, and the luminescence obviously helps with readability in the night as it glows in the dark, so you can easily see the time at night as well as during the day. But it used to only be the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock position that had the luminous indices, and previous to that, it used to have regular white gold hour markers. But now we have full lume all the way around from the 1 to the 11 with the Rolex Crown logo at the 12 o'clock position. The hands are hour minute hand, also luminous tipped as well, and also fashioned out 18 karat gold as well. That was pretty much the main update from the previous previous style of the 114300s. It also was released in this new two new colors, which is the white, as I have in my hand here. However, this white is a little bit different from the standard Rolex white, such as the Explorer 2. They have that sort of that polar white dial that's just a nice flat white. This dial actually has a little bit of silvery tone to it. I'm not quite sure what exactly is going on there, but this white does seem to stand out a little bit more compared to the typical Rolex white, such as on the Datejust as well. But besides that, if you're interested in the white coloring with contrasting black accents on the hour markers, it also comes in the vice versa as well, in a black dial with contrasting white hour markers. And I actually do have that watch here to show you guys, so you can see that these are the two new styles that came out for the 114300s. And so you can see it's just literally just a nice white dial with that kind of silvery tone with the black indices, and then the black dial with the white indices. Okay, but you can also still purchase this watch in the standard 114300, the more colorful tones, which was the previously released in like 2016, which was the blue dial, grape, and the rhodium as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the bezel now. Bezel is just a very simple, smooth dome bezel, nicely high polish. The high polish is to bring a nice shine to the front of the watch, to make it a little more eye-catching, and contrasting with the steel of the case as well. As we move on to the case is a 39mm size case. So from my index finger to my thumb here, that's 39 millimeters in diameter, similar to the Explorer 1 214-270. There is also a 39 millimeter case. It's very nice. It's a very nice case. It is satin finish throughout, which is kind of interesting, as this is not really a sports watch. It's more of a dressier watch, and usually with our dressier watches, they do Rolex does a high polish on the lugs of the watch, but they decided to opt with a nice satin finish brush steel for the face of the lugs, in order to contrast with that high polished bezel. However, on the side of the case, the side profile of the case, as you can see, not too thick, will fit in a suit cuff, stress cuffs very nicely, but it has a nice high polish along the side that patterns very nicely with the sides of the bracelet. And same can be said on the other side as well. You can see that nice high polish again. Rolex Crown logo on the crown itself. As we move on to the crown is just a very simple screw down crown. Is Rolex's screw down twin lock and double waterproofness system that simply unwinds counterclockwise as shown. From this position, this is actually the standard position where you can wind the watch. About 15 to 20 clockwise winds is all you need to get the watch started once more. And pulling the crown out to the only position that the Oyster Perpetual has will stop that second tan or the hack movement. Once again, I'll show you that one again. See, as it moves and then stops as when you pull it out to the final position, allowing you to set the time bidirectionally, and setting the time to the exact seconds, such as doing a timer clock online. You can set the time down to the exact seconds with the stopping of the seconds hand, pressing the crown back in, starts it up once more. Always make sure with any watch, screw the crown nice and tight in against the case, as you want to keep your watch water resistance nice and protected. Specifically for the Oyster Perpetual, you're looking at a water resistance of 100 meters or 330 feet. Moving on to the bracelet now. So we have a sportier style bracelet, which is the Oyster bracelet made out of 904L steel, which is a Rolex in-house made steel. Has a nice additional corrosion resistance and a nicer shine to it overall. As with sports, typical Rolex sports pieces, is nicely sand finished, which is again kind of confusing, as this is more of a dressier watch. But just has that sort of sportier tone, a little bit sportier tone to it because of that nice satin finish on the bracelet and on the lugs that match with it. Moving to the clasp, as we see, center of the bracelet, Rolex crown logo on the clasp itself, satin finished clasp fully. Opening it up reveals this nicely high polished clasp blade with the Rolex name embossed onto the clasp blade itself there. See, it's very highly reflective. Once again, show you that clasp closed. You can see the clasp hidden behind the bracelet, nice curvature to it to fit along the wrist much more nicely. And on the other side of the bracelet, same patterning throughout, nice tapering of the first initial lugs to fit along and have that nice symmetrical look to the whole watch. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the movement of the Oyster Perpetual now. The movement is housed in this oyster case backing, which is just a very simple oyster case backing. The movement itself is a 3132 movement, which is in-house made by Rolex. It is a perpetual mechanical self-winding movement, caliber, as I said, 3132. Has a precision of -2 + 2 seconds a day, which is in Swiss specs, the COSE certification. And you can actually see at the 6 o'clock position, it says superlative chronometered, officially certified. So specifically for the 3132 movement, it's actually an update from the 3131 movement, which is the 3131 was used in the Milgauss and the Air King, which was the addition of the paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring, which is the oscillator, which was the step from the 3130. From 3131 was that paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring, which adds extra resistance against magnetism. But they've updated from 3131 to 3132 with a high performance Paraflex shock absorbers, which is Rolex's in-house made shock absorption system, which absorbs about 50% more shock, has 50% more shock absorption than the industry standard of the KIF shock absorbers. The power reserve of the watch is still the same from those previous models, previous movement models, which is 48-hour power reserve, meaning you could put this watch out on a Friday evening, pick it back up on a Monday, or not Monday, but Sunday afternoon. It'll be keeping time just fine. All right, now let me go ahead and show you this watch on my wrist now. So once again, find that folding oyster clasp. You can see that very beautiful satin finish tapering of the bracelet. Fits very nicely on the wrist, the curvature. See, and there's the face of the watch. High polish, very nice, contrasting against that satin finish on the case. Overall, one of the main points I wanted to get to is just that the dial, that white dial, is a little bit different from the Datejust whites and the Explorer 2 white dials. It just has a tiny bit of silvery tone to it, and it's just absolutely gorgeous, and that makes this Oyster Perpetual very unique. So if you're interested in this model or any other model for the lowest possible price, check out our website at JazTime.com. We offer a one-year warranty. And if you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe below. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys soon.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video. Click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at JazTime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.